Hi guys, this is going to be your forecast for the week for the sign of Scorpio. I've already shuffled the cards and dealt them face down, so let's flip them over and see what's going on for your week together. Keep in mind that this message could manifest at any time during the week, so it could be happening right now, or it could happen anytime the next 7 days, okay? Give or take a day, whatever. So the first card I have for you is Death Upside Down. So Death Upside Down is about things not changing. Perhaps they need to change, but they're not. A hold up in a change, okay? And this is the torch, which is lighting things up, bringing things to light, illumination. So we're not changing, and this could just be, this has something to do with letting people know that we're not changing, or we're not trying new things, perhaps. Not trying new things, not changing, not giving something a try, something like that. So let's keep going and we'll figure out what that is. And if I still can't figure it out after I deal all these cards, I'm going to go back and clarify all the positions, okay? We're going to figure out what's going on. So in the negative space, I have a combination of the Ace of Cups, which is great, although this is the negative space. So we're talking about a relationship here. We're talking about emotions, positive emotions. And with the wall upside down, that's like really bringing down your barriers with regards to emotion, letting people in. But I think that this is hard because it's in the negative position. So I think we're having a hard time letting down our barriers and letting people in, telling people how we feel, that sort of a thing. And then going back to look at this, it's sort of like, now looking at it with fresh eyes, given that message, it's like, we're having a hard time letting people know either that we change, that we want to change, or of a change, okay? It could be that, see, we have to clarify Death Upside Down because we're not changing. So it's like, give me a second. So in the positive space, I've got the Chariot with the 9. Okay, so the 9 is upside down here. So it's like, that's like mental space, a lot of mental space stuff. It's like mastery too. And I think that what we would rather do is to keep things going, keep the status quo going. We'd actually rather keep busy, keep our thoughts on like the regular things that we normally do, instead of deal with this other side here, which is in the opposite space here. Instead of deal with these emotions and really bring them to light with the torch, bring these emotions to light, we would rather just keep the status quo going. We would rather keep busy with the Chariot here. Because of the mental part of it, there's something about it that's stressful to our mind. Okay, in the background here, what's going on is the Devil. Of course, it's the Devil because that's where the struggle is, okay? Like I was saying, I was picking up on how this was difficult, right? This is difficult, and here's the difficulty, okay? The Devil is the difficulty. It's the challenge, so I've already mentioned that. It's just the part where it's hard to come out about our feelings. We'd rather not do it. We'd rather not do it because it's easier to just keep going with the standard, the status, okay? That is coupled with the card of Aries. So I feel like it's difficult. And with Aries here, it's like, it either requires intense passion. Oh, there is intense passion behind it. There is so much passion, so much intensity, so much emotion with Aries, so much drive that that it's hard to touch upon it. It's hard to bring those walls down because of the intensity. All right, so the final card combination here, and after I reveal this, we're going to go back and clarify each position to really dig deeper. So the last card I have here is the Lovers upside down. So I feel like there is, so the Lovers upside down is coupled with the Rabbit upside down. So it's like we're not getting sex with the Rabbit upside down, and we're not getting the partnership we're looking for with the Lovers upside down. And I think that the hard part here is Scorpio is really coming forward and saying that. It's like, I want change because I'm not getting the partnership and the, I'm not getting my sexual needs filled. I'm not getting the partnership, my needs for, my relationship needs filled here. I'm not getting them filled. And that's why death is upside down, is because the change hasn't happened, but the change needs to happen, and we need to bring that to light. It's difficult to show our emotions because it's there is passion in it, because I think with Aries here, it's like one person, probably you, Scorpio, has really is thinking about themselves, so maybe the other person isn't on the same page. It's hard to say, I'm not getting what I need, and I need more passion, okay? And it's easier to keep going with the status quo. However, the longer we keep going with the status quo, the more this is still on our minds. It doesn't go away. Okay. Well, of course, Scorpio, you have an intense emotional situation. It's very Scorpionic. I'm not taking that because I didn't even ask for anything. Okay, so let's go back. I want to go all the way to the beginning. I feel like I already know what this is. I already said it. I've basically already... This is the I need change. I need change, and I need to bring to light that I need change. So I don't need to clarify that. This is coming to light about our emotions. I do... Shit. All the cards just fell. 1 second. Alright. I do want to clarify that, even though I know. But let's dig a little deeper with that. About these emotions. So, revealing our emotions here. I think this is hard. I think, well, let's see what the cards say. Tell me more about the Ace of Cups with the wall. Let me hold these up for a little while longer so you guys can actually see them. So this is the Ace of Cups with the wall. Bringing our barriers down so that we can show our emotions. 2 cards came out here. Whoa. What did I say about telling someone how we feel? Well, what we have here is Gemini upside down. That's clarifying a communication. That's clarifying a miscommunication. That's being clear where perhaps we weren't clear before. With regards to someone else, with regards to reaching out to someone or having them reach out to you. This is obviously about another person because we have Ace of Cups here, okay? So yeah, this is like clarifying about interaction with another person. This is, I think, someone who you've been with, Scorpio. I think this is on the bottom here. I'm just peeking. And I have the 4 upside down with Capricorn. I feel like this has been a long-term, long-standing either relationship or bond situation here with this person, because Capricorn is long-term. This has been an ongoing thing, but it's been unstable. It's been unstable and it's needed change, and you know this, but it's really hard to voice it. It's easier to just keep going with the status quo. Alright, so let's just take a look at the status quo. It seems to be easier to just keep doing what we're doing. What is... Okay, that card flipped. Gemini came out. I don't know if that was meant to come out. Let's do another one. I kind of just felt... Okay. Wow. So, Neptune upside down. That is kind of like... That's like applying the oil to a squeaky wheel, okay? That's like drinking to forget. So I feel like it's easier to dodge the conversation, okay? This is dodging the conversation. It's easier. It's in the positive space here than to actually deal with the problem. So let's move on to this. So the challenge, I want to know what Aries is here. I think this has to do with the fact that it's like one person wants something for themselves, or it's about passion, like there is no passion, or there's a challenge with regards to passion. Let's look at that. Tell me about the devil with Aries from like Scorpio signs. Tell me about the devil here. Okay. The sun, it's like a challenge because it's not what makes me happy. With Aries and the sun, it's not what makes me happy, okay? Or I'm not fulfilled, I'm not happy, and there's a challenge there. The arrow left is on the bottom, a change is needed, taking the left turn, okay? So let's look at the final cards here, the lovers upside down with the rabbit upside down. This is not getting your relationship needs fulfilled. That's really what this is all about, is you're not getting your needs fulfilled, Scorpius. This, of course, could be vice versa. This could be the other person in the relationship. Maybe you're getting your needs fulfilled, but the other person. But I feel like for the majority of you, this is you. Now I have Uranus, which is, it's upside down. So Uranus is like shock. It's explosion. It is the release of tension. It's upside down. So there is no release of tension. We still need change because Uranus is upside down, okay? It needs to be said. It needs to come out. It needs to happen. We need that release. This could be sexual release too. We need to move. We need movement, right? And we're not moving because there's a challenge. What did I just say about not moving? As I peek on the bottom, I have coal, right? The most like stationary object that exists, just sits there, right? Coal. It doesn't even like, I guess it reacts with combustion, but anyway. So the message is really clear here, guys, for you Scorpiuses. It's like, I feel like the cards are telling you to have the conversation because this isn't going anywhere. Have the conversation, but let's get actual advice here. I'm just gonna do 2 cards for advice. So I feel like the situation is clear, but let's get some advice based on the message itself. Like I would say that the advice here is to, and I mean logically, I would say have this conversation because there's no progress, right? There's no progress, and your needs are important. Like people's needs are important. And if there's no progress, then what's like? Is there a future? All right. So tell me about any advice for my Scorpios, please. I'm gonna do 1 tarot card and 1 oracle card for you guys. Any advice for my Scorpio signs here? Any advice for my Scorpios? Oh, okay. All right, the 9 of Cups. All right, that is like enjoying what you have. Indulge in the moment. Indulge in the pleasures. With the 3 of Wands upside down. This is kind of almost like, this actually is saying, this is going contrary to what I just said about having the conversation. This is saying kind of like sit back, relax, enjoy what you have. Enjoy what you have and be thankful for what you have. What else? Oh. Let's get a, I'm not taking that. What else? Give me an oracle card, please. What else? I feel like there might not be any rush to do what it is that you're thinking of. So, you know. Oh my God, yes. So I have complete clarity. Here's the advice. Sit back, enjoy what you have, indulge like this guy is sitting in all your cups. Have a drink. Advice is have a drink. Stay out of the situation, or rather kind of coast. Don't do anything. And take it slow with Taurus. And here's Uranus, okay? Here's that Uranus right side up. Here's that shock. Here's that revelation. However, it's coupled with Taurus, which means that this is not something that you can just come out and say, and I think you know this. I think this is something that needs to be, how do I put this? Revealed in steps, okay? Revealed in phases. It needs to be communicated over time, slowly, like a Taurus. It's not the sort of thing that you can just shock someone and then it's over. So I think you actually have the right strategy here, Scorpius, which is to say you're not making huge changes. I'm an Aries, so I always like to do things with a wham. But I think the strategy here is exactly what you're doing, is take things really slow, really carefully, and you don't have to make a big reveal. You can make a slow reveal, okay? So that's your advice, Scorpius. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Take care.